The timing of Elon Musk's recent statement on Grok 3.5 couldn't be more crucial. Few people are truly analyzing what this implies for AI's future, despite the fact that the AI community is humming about leaked models and new capabilities. What, therefore, is so unique about Grok 3.5, and why is the IT sector being rocked by this collaboration with Microsoft? I am aware that you began your career at Microsoft as an intern. In addition to being an avid PC player, you were a Windows developer. Would you like to merely discuss your early Windows experiences and the types of things you created? Yes. Actually, I began using DOS before Windows. I believe I started off with about 128K on one of the first IBM PCs with MS-DOS, and it later increased to 256K, which seemed like a lot. Thus, I first wrote video games on DOS before switching to Windows. Do you recall Windows 3.1? No, it's fantastic. It's great to have you at our developer conference. Since the last time I spoke with you, you were discussing everything, even the nuances of Active Directory. The ability to deploy Grok on Azure is, of course, the most exciting thing for us. I am aware that you have a clear idea of what artificial intelligence should be, which is what motivated you to build this. You have a really interesting path with this family of models. Would you mind briefly sharing your vision and the capabilities you are aiming for, both in terms of efficiency and capability? Therefore, perhaps you could simply briefly discuss it. Yes. So yes, Grok is attempting to reason from the ground up, particularly with Grok 3.5 that will soon be available. Apply some of the physics tools to your reasoning. Then, you break things down to the axiomatic parts that are most likely to be true in order to arrive at fundamental truths. And then you reason your way up from there. After that, you may compare your findings to those axiomatic components. If you breach conservation of momentum or energy in physics, you're either going to win a Nobel Prize or you're incorrect. In essence, Elon Musk's revelations on his early programming experiences on Windows and MS-DOS provide insight into why his approach to AI is unique. He is not an outsider who is embracing AI. He has a thorough understanding of technology, beginning with the basic principles of computers. His emphasis on first principles thinking, which is nearly radical in AI circles, where models frequently rely on enormous data sets and statistical patterns rather than fundamental truths, is fueled by this background. It is risky yet essential to use physics as a basis for AI thinking. It marks the transition from black box AI models that just produce results based on patterns to systems that are internally aware of the laws regulating reality. This is important since language fluency and pattern recognition are not the only factors that determine how reliable AI is. It needs to understand the physical principles that determine what is feasible and what is not. Elon's wording here subtly exposes the shortcomings of many AI models that lack this foundation in practical applications. Fundamentals of physics, using physics tools across all lines of reasoning, and striving for truth with the least amount of mistake are the main goals of Grok 3.5. There will always be some errors, but our goal is to reach the truth while acknowledging our faults and gradually reducing them. And that's really crucial for AI safety, in my opinion. I've given AI safety a lot of attention, and my book's conclusion is based on the adage, honesty is the best policy. It's for safety, honestly. However, I do want to stress that we have made mistakes and will continue to do so, but we want to fix them as soon as possible. Additionally, we eagerly await input from the developer community, such as what they require, where are we mistaken, what can we do to improve it, as well as to create something that the developer community is eager to utilize and where they can sense that Grok is listening to their suggestions and meeting their demands. Yes, I am aware of it. In a way, perhaps the true objective is to understand the mechanics of intelligence so that we can employ AI on a large scale. Therefore, the first principles approach you and your team are adopting is excellent. Additionally, you're implementing this, after all, one aspect of your work involves robots, unsupervised FSD on one side, and Grok, of course. Grok is being implemented in all of your companies, including SpaceX and Tesla, of course, at X. A realistic mindset that many AI executives steer clear of is revealed when Elon discusses decreasing error while candidly acknowledging that mistakes are inevitable. The messy reality of repeated failures and course adjustments is sometimes overlooked by the hoopla surrounding AI. Elon's openness on this matter implies that Grok 3.5 is designed with feedback loops at its heart, giving developers input and response to real-world testing precedents than static perfection. Since AI safety depends on flexibility, this iterative methodology is crucial. Grok's design acknowledges that AI is a dynamic subject rather than a static product, and encourages examination and improvement rather than making claims of perfection. Furthermore, Elon harnesses the power of collective intelligence, a vital tool in handling AI's unexpected behaviors, by framing the developer community as co-creators rather than passive users. The reference to Grok's implementation across SpaceX, X, and Tesla emphasizes the scope and aspirations of this AI integration. Elon is integrating artificial intelligence into intricate, mission-critical settings where failure is not an option. Grok may have to evolve more quickly and robustly than many purely academic AI attempts in order to pass this real-world stress test. Elon, I would even want to mention that one of the topics of this developer conference is that we're creating really advanced AI applications. Not even a single model is at issue. It involves coordinating several models and agents, simply whatever you observe in the realm of real-world applications, even inside your own organizations. It is crucial that an AI model be based on reality when considering even a SpaceX or Tesla, where Grok and these other AI models you are developing are installed. Reality, everything else is a suggestion and physics is the law, which is, I'm not saying that individuals violate human-made laws. In general, we ought to abide by human rules. However, I have witnessed several individuals violate rules created by humans, but I have not witnessed anyone violate the laws of physics. Any particular AI must be grounded in reality. For instance, as you indicated with the automobile, it must be able to drive safely and accurately. The mission that is being asked of the humanoid robot Optimus must be completed. These factors are highly beneficial in guaranteeing the accuracy and veracity of the model. Elon's claim that AI needs to be based on reality, more especially physics, cuts through a lot of clutter. It serves as a reminder that in spite of all the amazing results AI might provide, the real test will be whether it can function securely and dependably in the chaotic, regulated physical world. The buzz around AI all too frequently concentrates on eye-catching demonstrations without considering whether these systems are capable of managing the uncertainty and limitations of real-world settings. By demanding that AI adhere to the unbreakable laws of physics, Elon is setting the standard higher and transforming Grok from a language model into a functioning agent that can reliably operate in robots and driverless cars. This divergence is minor yet important. Nowadays, a lot of AI models are not linked to the physical effects of their outputs. They inhabit virtual worlds. Because AI must follow the rules of physics. Grok's physics-based basis proposes a paradigm change in which AI is evaluated on its faithfulness to reality rather than on its language or computational competence. The fact that AI must produce predictions that are consistent with reality in order to be considered intelligent is something that is, in my opinion, underappreciated, or at the very least, not discussed enough. Alternatively put, physics. That is a fairly basic issue, and it's crucial to be able to ground that with robots and automobiles. It is proving to be quite beneficial in areas such as customer service. The AI is really kind and patient. It will still be quite pleasant, even if you shout at it. That, in my opinion, is beneficial for raising the standard of customer support and problem solving. At SpaceX and Tesla, Grok is already doing a really excellent job with AIs, and we're excited to provide it to other businesses. No, that's wonderful. I'm eager to begin this adventure, receive developer input, and then watch to see how these language models are implemented. I believe that eventually language models, vision, and action will come together. But to your point, they should be based on a real-world model. That, in my opinion, is the ultimate objective. We sincerely appreciate your quick visit today, Elon, and we can't wait to collaborate with you and get this into the hands of the engineers. Many thanks. We want to hear from you, the developer audience, and I can't stress it enough. Tell us what you desire, and we will fulfill it. In the future, Elon's idea of multi-agent orchestration, where vision, language,